so it's so fun. I'm No! Oh, I thought I lost it. If Rollo thinks I'm going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Oh. Sorry, I thought it pulled me out of this amazing, really fun game. It's kind of like watching a DVD player go from side to side of the screen. It's like, is it gonna go into the corner? Will it get stuck? Will it what happens next, man? I'm more intrigued to see where this ball's gonna go. Alright, okay. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh, poor buddy. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Oh. You slept straight through breakfast? Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Alright, I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. Back to it. He's gonna be miserable. Alright, check with me again in about 5 minutes. I'm not gonna do that to y'all.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So, your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. What's she doing? What's she doing all day? Why's she out of the house all dang day? If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Avoidance by kicking a soccer ball. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Wait. Alright, I'll kick it at the thing. Oh, trick shot! Beautiful.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Oh, his hero. The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read.
Oh, boo reading. Reading's boring.
Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Why is it in his room if it's Rollo's?
Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house.
Oh, okay, thank you for the explanation.
Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it.
Why wouldn't you trust your sister around that book?
Or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Aw.
Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
It's the boogeyman, he's coming to kill me, finally! Gosh, please, sweet release of death. Oh, it's probably Grandma again. Luca! Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modewell. Oh, Beck. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Nuh-uh. Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
Bro hasn't eaten anything either. That's gonna make you even more pissy.
He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Oh, so sad.
Luca stood in a vast black expanse.
Oh, okay. But for one, I just want to address the fact that he plopped on top of a big old thick hardback book. That's gotta hurt, bro. He's gonna feel that in the morning. Okay, vast black expanse.
He looked up at his father standing beside him.
Oh, okay. Always the dad.
Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake.
Milkshake sounds good.
Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source.
Of what?
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire.
Oh, cozy.
Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
Not so cozy.
The figure's voice was a scratchy echo.
Uh-huh.
Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see?
Never heard of that before.
Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
This is grim, bro.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them. The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them.
Terrible flames consuming their entire town?
Like us.
Us?
Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us?
Yeah.
The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp.
Anakin.
A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within.
Oh, you know what? This is gonna be one of those frickin' swamp cave and Dagobah Star Wars things.
His own face looked back at him.
Luca. Luke?
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar.
Only what you take with you. Funny joke!
As if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me.
Hack him with a lightsaber, Luca.
Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him.
What a frickin' reference, bro.
Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son.
Oh, man.
Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Ooh. Mom? Who? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. Is that foreshadowing? Is Rollo gonna die? Uh-oh. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments. And accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too. No.
Luca took a deep breath.
Grandma cares. There's no way she's a bad guy. Maybe his parents were just snitches, and they needed to get some stitches.
6. Through thick and thin.
All right.
Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo.
Let's make up.
A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
Wow. That's powerful. These writers are good, man. And I've had a few friendships where it's like we have a fight and I want to make amends, but they have absolutely no interest in doing so. They really just don't want to. And it hurts, but you just kind of have to accept that and move on. No matter how close of a friend they are. Anyways, let's go get some corn dogs.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
All right. Rollo, where you at? That's not Rollo. There you are. Luca. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though ye needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, it's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. That's a good sister. All right, let's go find him. But first, festival! Wow, looking so nice. They did such a good job. It's so pretty. What do you have to say, you monster? Unique New York. Unique New York. New York's unique. We want unique. I forget the thing. I don't know, I always did just sit in solemn silence on a dull dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. A big black block, a short sharp shock of a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift or what did he say? Or grip a sock. What? Okay. Okay, cool. Ooh, this drinks look so good. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as one exuviae. And it's not just the beetles. This morning, I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't think so. All right. I just like to, okay, to anybody going to the Texas State Fair, right? This is just reminding me of this. The first thing that you need to do when you get to that park, look at the map. There's gonna be a list of food, and there's gonna be a number 1 to like 20 on there. I don't care how expensive it is, okay? My wife and I have been doing this for the past couple years, is that we just try to get the cheapest foods, not fall for the grift. Okay, here's the thing. You're going there to spend money, right? You're going there to have a good time. The grift is what you need to fall into in order to have the best time, okay? Look at that list. Look at the number 1 savory option, okay? Buy that. Buy that the very first thing you do when you get into the park. Find where it is, get it. You're gonna start your entire day at the park on a high note. You're gonna eat something delicious, and you're gonna be able to have like a full stomach as you're continuing on your journeys and looking at everything. And if you go on Thrifty Thursdays, things are cheaper. So you eat the cheap food afterwards and go, oh, you know what? That's actually really good. But you started off on a note of going, man, that is one of the best fucking things I've ever eaten in my life. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank me later. All right, you. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. All right. Hey, I just saw you a second ago. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. This town's still falling apart, and the weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz, I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. I like her. What do you have to say? Nothing. Good. I didn't want to talk to you anyways. I can be cool. Yeah, me over here. Casually checking out the view. Nothing in particular. Just being cool. Your hair smells nice. Alright, let's go. What do you have to say, buddy?
Staring into
Jeff,
the
that's right.
distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff, everything all right? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Was that wistful enough for you? Let's go. What are y'all doing, you ballyhoos? Every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's still behind all of this crap. He's not moving for anything. Ain't moving. I like him. He's funny. Okay, I'm assuming he's up here, but let me talk to Fisherman Joe first. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual Biggest Catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Wow. Is there anything else I can fish? There is. There is. I've gotten so many more charms. I want to fish all the things. Oh, cool. Cling.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook.
Smart.
Hey, you never know.
Okay. Fishing skills, go! Paper. It's got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area has been rejected. Who is that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Oh, good. Man, Dad knew what was up. Struggle.
Luca placed a sinker on the line.
Ooh.
Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. But there's something in it. What's in the bottle? Aw, man. It looks like there's a note inside it. Ah.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook.
Oh, cool.
Some fish have refined taste.
It's true. All right, let's go. Last try. Wait, oh. Ooh. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? Hell no. He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. Interesting. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Wow, I wonder if me doing this changes the future, and we do find like the watch lying around, and we're like, oh, that's right, I found that when I was 6. Well, that was nice. Got to use our charms. Very, very cool. Rolo. No Rolo. I mean, I'm still glad I came up here for that little... Oh, hi. I didn't know I could come out here. That's cool. Oh.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Pull. Oh, man. I feel like I can use that. Or I could have used that. It just took exploring to find it. Wow, I can't believe I hadn't found it yet, though. Okay.
Didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped. It did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Wow. Smart. Okay, well, I'm glad I came here then. But, where is he then? Where is he? Where is the bugger? A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. I literally just had to take a second look. I could have taken a first look and known exactly where to go. Now, what do you have to say? A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? No, we always strive to improve. Nope. Get out of here, you filthy animals. Not us, though. We're very clean animals. Respectable, respectful. What you doing, paper guy? This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Oh, a nice party. Oh, man, they're stuck at work while this thing's going on. That sucks. Although, coffee shop revenue goes up quite a bit when there's a festival or parade going on outside. I would know. It's actually kind of fun to work one, too. Hiya, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing. Griffin. I know who Griffin is.
Sorry, all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Okay. I'm not gonna pretend to know what that means. What do you have to say to me, prophecy woman? He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships. Interesting. Okay, Griffin, how are you doing? Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. Wait, Piper, Griffin, but there's another Griffin, right? Huh. I wanted to see what the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice, you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True. So what you got in there? Books? All right, bigwigs. Oh, don't like you. I think you're pretty cool. You were dealt a rough hand. I was able to return the Perennial Harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't gonna harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. The family. Okay. I'm just gonna trust that that is correct and completely unabatable. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival's for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Not a bad bribe. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. Huh. Very interesting. Very intriguing. Tell me more. Okay. That's locked. All right. Continue on. Go down. I just like exploring. I know where I need to go, but I want to see everything. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Luca. Oh, that's Griffin, that's right. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Okay. No way to be cryptic, huh? bananas. Sorry, I was just looking at the bananas. I don't know why my mind was just drawn to the bananas like that. What do you have to say, Linus? I forget. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is... No. What's his name? Bert. Bert, that's his name. His name's Bert. Anyways, that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, emergency services. That's funny. I don't know if I want to go in here again. It's nothing different, right? Yeah, no, I don't think it is. I'm not gonna worry about that. If it was, complain in the comments for me. Put the balloons around it. It's a little bit different, kind of funny. All right, time to go where I know we gotta go. The library, somewhere quiet. Penguin. Hey, Luca.
Cato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering... Oh, bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Oh, he's leading him on riddles. Riddle me this. Solved the riddle. Okay. That was really easy. For 100 gamer score, I can take that. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first... Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Cato straightened up and cleared his throat as if
Feel
preparing to sing.
Feel like this is gonna end in tragedy. Also, the singing might be a tragedy in and of itself. Ahem. On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Cato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. All right, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. You may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Luca grabbed the 5 pillars of success from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me, or just grab a different one. Fifth king.
Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
Hold on. I want to get this right the first time. You may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. I feel like this has to do with the tissue. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide. Nope. Ah, you found it.
Cato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he set the book under the purple light, 2
black
words
light
glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, Issue 5.
Huh?
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. No! Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Cato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Cato looked up.
Grift in grub cart. What? That's it. Grift in grub cart. Griffin's grub cart. Oh, I see. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Cato. Nice. That's cool. I got a little bit of a sneak peek into where I needed to go next. Griffin was like, "Are you done at the library?" And I'm like, "What? Huh? Huh? All right." Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Huh? Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh, yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth.
Is there some paper inside
He
it?
reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
There you go. Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
That's impressive. Did he just slip him the piece of paper when they were frying the corn dogs or something? A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
Coffee shop. This is getting to be a whole thing. I'm understanding now why the coffee shop people said that thing about Griffin. All right. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. I like the accordion. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard, okay. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. I think they like each other. Good luck, Luca. All right then. Yeah, I don't know where to go next, man. I have no idea. I have no clue where to go. Like, where does this even? What does this even mean? What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task? No clue. Where am I supposed to go here? Do I go to the drugstore? Do I go to the people's house? I don't know. Telephone booth? Do I need to go down and descend into hell through the telephone booth? I don't know, man. It's really just a big misunderstanding of this was written poorly. Written so poorly. Hi, Rollo. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Oh, it's so sweet. Flights. Oh, I can use these in all the different scenarios. That's so cool. Thanks. You didn't have to go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Yay. Rollo, I don't deserve you. Yeah, I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? You could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. That sounds great, like a fantastic idea. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for the week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That might help. That sounds perfect. Let's go to the treehouse. Come on, Rolo. Man, those balloons are swinging around. They're swanging. They're bipping and bopping and hipping and hopping, man. Anything else to say? Old Pickler, no. I was talking to you. To you. Guess I can't talk to anybody, huh? I'm with Rolo. Can I talk to you? Nope. The balloons, man. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your Gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Okay.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
I knew it! I knew she had an Irish accent! I knew it!
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Gran, no, don't die! Come on now! Gran, no! Gran, no! Oh, she was saying the last words you say to Rolo because it might have been the last words you said to her. Oh,
I
no!
hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Well, what a very pleasant and not concerning letter at all. I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
He's not concerned about it at all? What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this is the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. No, Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Yeah, somebody you can just comfortably sit in silence with is a great friend. The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
Oh boy.
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself. A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, united by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
that? What was that? What? This story just keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder, man. Oh my shit. Dude, for a second I thought it was a nuke. This is so... Okay.
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end.
So we gotta prevent this frost from happening. That's what Perennial Harvest is doing? That's their plot? They're trying to freeze the entire town? And they're safe inside their underground bunker, right? Oh, man.
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
It better not be. No.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it.
Let's get him. Let's go get him, man.
We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Wow. That is wild, dude. Okay, now we have flight for that one. And now this one. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go with MCDC yet. This is going back a bit further, so let's see. Let's see how that works. Let's run. Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option that they had left. Flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left.
That's right.
Flight.
I'm there with mutated rat dude.
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Nice.
With surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Fine. We know where that leads them. This way. We'll take the tunnels. The tunnels. Oh, that evil look. I hate this guy.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket.
All right, hanging out with Iggy.
The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage.
I feel like this one's gonna be the best outcome because Iggy's the one that we don't want to hang out with, right? Like, we want to hang out with the trio, with our two other friends.
After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
Hard as ice?
In fact, it was ice.
Oh.
Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath.
Whew.
The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
Whoa.
Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
So the freeze happened. The freeze took place already. Or no. What is going on, man? That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Maybe they weren't impacted by the freeze because they were on the rope. They Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Dude, this is a Winter Wonderland I was not expecting. Luca! Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? It isn't a walkie-talkie. Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom was sure a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. Okay, I think I saw something down here.
A
manhole.
Smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Must be electronic. Oh, shoot. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh. Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Are they turning the town fertile by killing everything first? Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Oh man. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? They're a little stupid. There couldn't be another town this deep into Weep Wood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Glad I grabbed my sweater. Okay, 1 second. It's up here. Okay. It was a dead end, as far as I know. In situations such as these, I find it best to chuck stuff first, and ask questions second. What can I chuck? What is there to chuck? Oh, snowballs, cool.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and an Arctic hellscape. It makes sense. It was the summertime, but there were fall leaves around. Oh. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Oh, toxic waste. Dude, when did all this happen in the time that it took for us to go up to that tree house and slide down. This stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I, shoved me into. Yeah.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Weep Wood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, swim run. Dude.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush.
That doesn't look like the building that was there.
He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. Where are you gonna go, dude? You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah, I love snow. But this is apocalyptic snow, man. I haven't had the time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sorta froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. Bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. Ooh. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course! Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cool things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh, perfect little Luca Van Horn. Who are his parents? How is this impacting him so much? With his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. Poor buddy was just lonely. What did you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Are they gonna wake
The
up?
house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?"
Oh, it's Doppel-me.
Luca turned to see his own face.
Doppel-Luca.
The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Oh,
The
dude.
day he chose to abandon us.
Chose? Their dad? His dad? Chose to abandon us?
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting.
Oh no.
Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading, I can't lose you.
They killed him.
Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
Who are you?
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Uh-huh. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's just all calm down. Who are you? A friend? An observer? A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility? Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
Okay. How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away awkwardly.
Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are. You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. All right, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.